As part of the Culture Wave's year-end program, Walter and Bella have prepared the top 5 K-entertainment news of 2024. First of all, personally, what was your number one K-enter news? Let's start with you, Bella.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is a song that I sang, I think, the most on our show, K-entertainment segment. It's Rose's 아파트 with Bruno Mars. So that definitely sticks out with me because it reached numerous milestones and it did really good globally and was loved by tons of fans around the globe as well.
Of course. And what about you, Walter?
She stole my approval. I really love that song as well, but second mention has to be G-Dragon's comeback.
Of course.
I mean, our friend, he was out of the business for quite some time and he came back with a big bang. That's a joke, by the way.
Okay.
But yes, he came back extremely well received, and yes, I think that was great news for the year.
Well, I have to agree with both of you to the most part, but haven't you guys forgotten something? The Culture Wave was actually launched on October 7th, which of course plays a big role in spreading K-enter news. So for me, personally, that was my top K-enter news of the year, I have to say.
Let's join.
Speaking of which, let's now get started with the top 5 issues in the world of entertainment since our program was launched. They have been selected based on the appearance on our show and also the number of views on YouTube. And Bella, you have our first issue or first keyword.
First story we're going to be talking about is about a Hybe dispute. The conflict between Hybe Entertainment and Min Hee-jin began back in April when Hybe requested an investigation into Min Hee-jin's breach of trust, and in response, she held a buzz-making press conference. As they, continue with this legal matters, on August 27th, Hybe terminated Min from Adore CEO. And after a few months, in November, Min decided to resign from Adore's board and depart from Hybe. She said that she did not see Hybe admitting any wrongdoing. And it's now been over 8 months since it first began, but legal dispute between the two still continues.
And also in regards to this issue, NewJeans' actions have also been in the spotlight, right?
Throughout the whole process, NewJeans was, there to support Min Hee-jin as they held a YouTube live stream back in September, and Hani also witnessed at a parliamentary hearing at the National Assembly. NewJeans also sent Adore an ultimatum, but Adore did not meet the group's demands. So as a result, NewJeans terminated their contract with Adore on November 28th.
And the issue also led to some challenges within the K-enter industry.
Right. We saw a constraint of, multi-label system. The multi-label system here means multiple labels under one roof, just like Adore and Believed Lab under Hybe Entertainment. On top of this, Min also addressed problems surrounding how K-pop industry focuses on increasing album sales by baiting fans with artist photo cards and also forcing fans to purchase albums through a variety of fan events.
Now, this dispute is likely to be still a hot topic in the upcoming year. Now, let's move on to our next keyword. Walter, it's your turn. What do you have?
I think the word I've shouted out the most this year, apart from, I guess, like either 아파트 or I get NewJeans, has been BTS. BTS has been the word I've been shouting out so much this year.
Right. Even during their military hiatus, BTS has been continuously in the news, in the K-enter news.
I mean, this year, 2 BTS members completed their military service, the eldest Jin and the third eldest J-Hope. Now, when J-Hope was discharged in October 17th, we made sure we quickly let the army know that, he was here on the K-Wave. We let all of our fans know. J-Hope was, only discharged 4 months ago, after Jin, who completed his service in June 12th. Now, as soon as Jin completed his military service, he immediately held a fan meeting, and on November 15th, he released his first mini album, Happy. The title track, Running Wild, reached #1 on the iTunes Top Songs chart in 70 countries on its first day of release. Can you believe that? And the album sold over 840,000 copies. For reference, the first week's sales surpassed 950,000 copies.
Wow, so how about J-Hope then?
Well, on October 23rd, J-Hope threw the ceremonial first pitch at the Game 2 of the 2024 Korean Series Professional Baseball. He hasn't made any major moves yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he'll have to do next year. I'm sure he has plenty to do.
Probably. And we are also actually hearing news regarding the other members who are still currently serving at the military.
That's right. There's too much to really mention, to be honest with you. We could be here all day. So I'll just focus on the first and the best records. So first, BTS was selected as the most streamed K-pop artist on the world's largest music streaming platform, Spotify. Can you believe that? Even with them in the army, they're the most streamed artist.
Because they have their army.
Exactly. The seventh consecutive year. Now, BTS is the only K-pop artist to surpass 41 billion cumulative streams on Spotify, and the first group in the platform's history to achieve this milestone on Spotify. Now, Jimin's Like Crazy became the fastest song by a Korean artist to reach 1 billion streams this year, and V became the first K-pop solo artist to surpass 19 million followers on Spotify. Now, Jungkook's Golden, released last November, has remained on the Billboard 200 chart for 25 consecutive weeks. Now, this is the longest charting album by a Korean solo artist.
Wow, so next year now the rest of the group will finally be out. So the army will be happy that they're out of the army. That's a joke too.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to having BTS as a complete group again.
Yes.
Now, Bella, what's number 3?
Number 3, moving on from BTS, we're going to move on to girl groups now. We're going to talk about girl group. We were able to see K-pop girl groups and solo female artists thrive throughout the year of 2024. Some of the artists that stood out were NewJeans, aespa, IVE, G-idol, and of course, 21 and 여자친구, girlfriend, that the group that they reunited. So we're going to be talking about them.
Okay, so who's the first one?
Well, the first we're going to be talking about is Rose from BLACKPINK. We can't miss her.
Of course not.
아파트 that she released on October 18th with Bruno Mars went viral globally. She reached so many milestones with this song. First, the music video for 아파트 made history as the fastest K-pop music video to hit 600 million views. It took 59 days to hit that 6 million views. And as of this Tuesday, it surpassed 700 million views. 아파트 also did very well in numerous charts, including the US Billboard Hot 100 and the UK official singles chart. Meanwhile, other BLACKPINK members were very active this year as well. First, Jennie released her single Mantra in October. Lisa released Rockstar and Moonlit Floor Kiss Me, and Jisoo kept herself busy with working as an actress.
And speaking of actress, we're now going to go over to someone who is a singer, actress, and also known as the Queen of Donations.
That's right. It's IU. We recently talked about her making, warm donations for the end of the year. Back in February, IU released her 6th EP, The Winning, in celebration of her 16th anniversary. All 5 tracks of the album hit #1 on Korea's main music streaming platform. She also went on a world tour for 5 months where she performed in 18 different cities. Notably, she did an encore concert in Seoul back in September, where she performed at the Seoul World Cup Stadium to 100,000 fans over 2 days.
Wow. And now we're going to move over to the girl groups as a whole.
Yes, we're gonna talk about a group that dominated this year. It's aespa. aespa released their song Supernova, Armageddon, and also Whiplash this year. And all 3 of these songs did amazing. We covered it several times on K Entertainment as well. Particularly, Whiplash recorded cumulative sales of over 1 million copies, winning its 5th million selling title. It also reached 100 million streams on Spotify, becoming its 12th song to hit that milestone. And on top of these records, Whiplash also won a handful of awards, including 6 awards at the 2024 Mama Awards and 3 awards at 2024 Melon Music Awards. So it definitely was a year for aespa and aespa's fans.
Great achievements there. And now we're going to go to maybe I should say the K-entertainment issue of the latter half of the year. Walter, what are we talking about?
Yes, it was indeed. We're talking about Jung Woo-sung. Now, everyone was shocked by the news that Jung Woo-sung became a dad, and not the way that we expected. So on November 24th, model Moon Ga-bi revealed on social media that she gave birth in March and posted a photo of her child, which we were all very happy. But shortly after, articles claimed that Jung Woo-sung was the biological father of Moon Ga-bi's son. And he did confirm it. Now, although they have a child together, the two were never officially in a relationship and have no plans to marry.
So many were surprised because Jung Woo-sung, he's popular and a popular actor with a strong, maybe I should say, upright image, and he's also known very much for his interest in social issues.
That's correct. So in Korea, Jung Woo-sung is so famous that he's synonymous with the word handsome. He's also gentlemanly-like. So it was quite a shock to the fans as well as the rest of Korea as well. So he's appeared in numerous films like Beat, Steel, Rain and Hunt, and also he received critical acclaim in 12/12 The Day. He has also served as a goodwill ambassador for the UN Refugee Agency. So he's got a lot of very good, let's say, backing by all these, areas here. But he also has served, he participated in a photo exhibition to support campaigns for adopted children and single mothers, which was very interesting. However, his involvement in the illegitimate child issue, the revelation of a non-celebrity girlfriend, and Instagram DMs had led controversies and damaged his image. So he's been very quiet ever since. At his first official appearance after the controversy at the 45th Blue Dragon Film Awards on the 29th of November, Jung Woo-sung stated, "As a father, I will fulfill my responsibility to my son to the very end."
That definitely was one of the big issues in the latter half of the year.
Yes.
Now, last but not least, Bella, you're going to end us off on the topic of streaming platforms.
That's right. According to Korea Creative Content Agency, 9 out of 10 Korean citizens are currently using OTT platforms. Personally, I can feel this popularity because I myself even watch, contents from OTT platforms instead of TV channels nowadays. So definitely notice that. And also the Korea Communications Commission predicts even higher increase in the use of streaming platforms in the future because of this now positive outlook. More and more of OTT contents are being made and are going viral.
Right. And among those numerous streaming contents, please tell us about a show that really massively stood out.
Yes, a show that I have to say is, we've mentioned it several times on our show as well, Netflix series 흑백 요리사 or Culinary Class Wars. We talked about it several times on our show because it received tremendous love globally. And it was also released back in September and hit #1 on Netflix Global Top 10 Non-English Shows. And it was also voted as Koreans' favorite show for the month of September and October.
Right. Actually, the cultural wave almost started with talking about the culinary class wars. I remember back then. And many of the chefs who participated became super famous because of that show.
sure.
But there's another show that is extremely famous. We have to mention it. It's
have to
Squid
mention
Game
it.
Season 2.
Yes, it was released recently. Squid Game Season 2 was released on December 26th after a long wait. And it definitely was something many viewers around the world were looking forward to, as the trailer for it hit the highest number of views among all the trailers this year. And also, it was the first season. The first season recorded the most viewers in Netflix history. Season 2 also has been nominated for Best Television Series Drama category at the 82nd Golden Globe Awards. It's actually very rare to, get nomination prior to its release.
Right.
So that definitely was a huge attention. And for people who haven't watched the season 2 yet, the new season continues with the intense saga of Ki-hoon as he returns to the game, facing off against the formidable frontman in an escalating battle with deadlier games.
So how was the response by the viewers so far?
Well, I personally enjoyed it. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I personally enjoyed it. Others, not so much because they had such high expectation from the first season. But how did you two watch it? Did you guys all finish the episodes?
I'm still at it.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off the new year by finishing off the season. What
I'm
about
still
you?
in two minds. I heard it. Some people said it was really good. Some people said it was really bad. I don't know whether to watch it, to be honest with you. So I'm still
Please
in
watch
two
it. That
minds.
we can talk about it later on and discuss
No,
it.
definitely
Okay.
watch it. It's
Yes.
worth watching it.
It
I
is.
enjoyed it, yeah, definitely. But it seems like it is a build-up for the third season. Not sure when exactly, but the third season is planned to be out sometime in the year of 2025. So we'll look out for that. But what's sure is Walter and I will keep all of you guys in a loop for the latest updates.
Of course. And I mean, season 2 and season 3, they were produced at the same time. So
Right.
that's why we do not have to wait as much as we waited for the second
Yes.
season. All right. So thank you very much for that, Bella and Walter, for those top 5 Enter News. And of course, for starting off the culture wave with these great K-Enter News and also being great co-hosts. So we will see you back in the new year. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
No
See you in the
worries.
new year.